Guys, it's Ayelet, and today I'm going to be talking about episode 1117, Lose Yourself Part 2. So with the A plot was Kenna and the deterioration of their relationship, which I found to be very interesting, and I have a lot of almost conflicting views on it, especially when it comes to Jenna, who to begin with wasn't my favorite character, but I find that she's becoming much more complex this season, which I've definitely enjoyed the character development on her part. On one hand, I think Jenna definitely went too far when it came to Casey. Her hitting him with her guitar was just definitely unnecessary and overreacting on her part. And I think the fact also that she didn't even seem to show remorse about that really says something about their relationship. But on the other, I really felt for her, especially when the moments where she just feels like she failed as a mother, and on top of that, having this whole news of Casey and Marisol, and feeling like whatever she had left of a family is just falling apart. So I think that was really touching and really great job on Jessica Tyler's part. The whole thing with them putting Tyson up for adoption would be definitely interesting, especially to see what the repercussions of that would be on both of them. I also don't think Casey, in that regard, has as much of a say in this decision because he just hasn't really been there, as Jenna pointed out. And I think this actually might be the right decision for them. I mean, I have actually began to warm to Kenna a little bit in the end of season 10 and the beginning of this season, but lately it just seems like that relationship has been collapsing in on itself, and neither one of them is happy, and they're really just hurting each other. So it might just be the decision to end it. And, if Tyson is the only thing keeping them together, that's not really a good sign. And I think it would just benefit both of them to be single at this point. So I'm really interested to see where that will take it and sort of how those two cope sort of in the aftermath of all of this. The B plot was Sav and Miss O, and to be honest, I'm not really sure what I think about that. I think Sav is kind of adorable when he's sort of in his awkward crushing mode, but I don't know, they just seem like a weird match, and it just seems like it's just going to end up like, Mr. O and Paige 2.0. So we'll see about that. Also, Mo was in this episode introduced in actually part one, and I think he's really annoying. I know, like, the actor is sort of well known in the DTC, but I just found him to be kind of aggravating, the character, not the actor. So we'll see where that character goes and if he'll actually be a regular as was originally planned. The C plot, I am just really fed up with this, pastry war by now. At the beginning, I was just like, okay, I don't care, but whatever. And now I'm just like, okay, we've had enough. And maybe it's just because they've had a plot all 4 episodes this week and last week, and they're gonna have more plots next week. And it seems like no matter what plot they have, like that's all my dashboard is about. So I'm just so sick of it, and I just don't care at this point. At this point, I'll settle for Claire getting back together if that means that they could just shut up about it. I think there was a part in the episode when Claire was talking to Adam, and he just says, "This is never gonna end, is it?" And that pretty much summed up all of my thoughts on this plot. I just wanted to end already. There are so many more interesting storylines that could have this many plots, and I'm so bored and just annoyed about it, in case you couldn't tell. Okay, now that I've calmed down a little bit, the challenge this week was to pick our favorite song from this episode. This one only had two songs, which was Be a Man by Justin Rutledge and Pretty Things by Ocean Ship. And I did enjoy both songs. I've listened to them all the way through now. If I had to choose one, even though I did like Hot Black by Ocean Ship last season a lot, I really liked this Justin Rutledge song. I hadn't heard of him before, but it's really mellow, and I think it fit with both of the scenes that it was with really well. So yeah. I'm not going to be here next week. I'm going to be out of town, but I will see you guys in 2 weeks. And hopefully we can at least, calm down on these pastry war storylines because I just am aggravated. Bye.